I see some smoke. The car's barely driving right now. Y'all hear that? It's like shaking. Guess who's back? Back again. In case you haven't been keeping up with the videos, weirdo, I got a big old turbo in the car. Well, here we go. My name is Danny, and this is my cheap, slow BMW 335i. In the previous video, you saw me put a giant turbo in it. And in this video, we upgrade the full fuel system, get some cooling goodies in it, and make it as fast as possible. But of course, like every Danny Z video, we go through a lot of trouble. Before that though, we gotta take the turbo apart because we have an insane exhaust leak. Right off the bat, I thought that maybe the studs and the nuts were bad because one of the studs was actually a little crooked, as you can see. So we went ahead and got brand new studs and nuts. But for right now, let's do the fuel system. Starting with the fuel basket, we got the stage 2.5 fuel pump. Yep, that's me hammering my fuel pump. It was honestly pretty easy, but the worst thing that could happen happened to me. I got gasoline in my eyeballs. The burning sensation was horrendous. Am I gonna go blind? I don't know. So we had to use some serious medication, water. As you can see, this is the stage 2.5 fuel pump. I think this is a Walbro 450 or like a 525 fuel pump. And if you guys are wondering why we have a better fuel pump, when you add something called a turbo, you put in more air right into the motor. To counter that and push you with more power, you need more fuel. More air, more fuel, more horsepower, baby. All right, we're pretty much finished fuel pump. Now next, I really gotta control myself. Like it's really an addiction at this point. Everybody and their mother told me to go ahead and put on the index 12s that I already have. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna take off my index 7 injectors and put the index 12s. If you don't know what index 12s is, there's 12 revisions of these injectors for the N54 and I believe N55. I don't know, but the 12, the last version, are the best ones, and that's what you do. Got it out. Pretty simple. Actually pretty easy. Oh, index 8. Let's go. Definitely not bad. Definitely not bad. So if anybody wants them, LMK. But as you can see, the difference between an index 7 and an index 12 is not much at all. Here we go. High pressure fuel pump. Officially out. Hallelujah. Brand stinking new. All right, so here we have the new oil filter housing, and over here we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Yes, I had to count. I think this is either a 24-row oil cooler or 26. And obviously the lines are gonna come out of this attachment right here, going to there. Took something off to put another thing on. The life of a mechanic, huh? Look how bulky that looks. That's crazy. Stick around because we're doing something pretty awesome to this whole oil cooler setup later in the video. And also, right now, if you're watching, I want you to comment below one car or one supercar that you want us to race. Let me know because it's going to be highly considered. And to mount the other side of the oil cooler, we did make custom brackets that are pretty unique. Oh my God! What the hell? Driven Legends merch, eh? Yes, come get it. Driven Legends merch, selling like hotcakes, selling like hotcakes. I told y'all, if we didn't sell out, Danny Z was gonna be in the corner selling merch. The jokes aside though, the merch shop has been an absolute beautiful success. People from Germany, Slovakia, Canada, Peru, South Africa, everywhere around the world has been copying the Driven Legends merch and becoming part of the movement, and that means so much to me. So thank you so much. We have absolutely loved shipping out your orders, writing personalized message. Oscar ordered a tee and a hoodie from freaking Illinois right here. Thank you so much, brother. George, all the way in Orlando, a local boy, ordered a tee and a hoodie. Thank you so much. But you guys are in luck because we still do have a couple of inventory at hand and I need everything to be gone. So here's the deal. You're gonna go down to the website, you're gonna support the movement, and if we sell out by the time I release the next episode of this build, we will be buying a wide body kit for this car. We're gonna do it. Use code WIDEBODY at checkout for 10% off your order. And you know what? Buy 3 shirts, buy 3 hoodies, why not? Everything sells out. This car will go wide body. I love you guys. Turbo's back on. Everything's pretty much tight except for the downpipe. That's pretty simple stuff. But we got a big revelation. The guy I was gonna get tuned with, we're not gonna talk about that guy. The new people I'm gonna get tuned with they said that the Go Fast Blitz boost controller I spent $400 on is trash. So we're not gonna go that route. So we had to go ahead and pin some wires in the DME, which I did not use YouTube to learn how to do it. The graph is on the screen, and we're basically doing this so the tuner can control boost through MHD. And we're going to be using the stock Bank 1 boost solenoid that comes with the car as well, and connect that to our mat controller. But with that being said, let's see if the car runs properly. And we failed. So at this point, I just had the car reinforcements. I was way too frustrated. Took the turbo apart again, absolutely sanded the manifold end and the turbo side. Put it back together. Let's see if there's still a leak. I mean, just listen to how crazy that exhaust leak sounds. Because then Roland noticed something.
Danny, there's a big hole.
Turns out, the manifold had 2 holes for O2 sensors. I thought it only had 1, so I had one plugged and the other one wide open. I've been trying to fix this for a full week. Here we go, hopefully it's fixed. And as we were about to go ahead and drive the car, a small coolant leak. But after checking where it was coming from the head gasket. Yes, the head gasket. And I'm gonna be honest, my heart sank and I was freaking out. How do I blow a head gasket without driving the car? Oh my gosh. It's not the head gasket. Check this out. I dodged the biggest bullet of my life. But these tend to go bad, so we went ahead and got an aluminum one. But that's not before I stripped the bolt and spent a very long time trying to get it out. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
You can see we got a billet oil cooler attachment, you could say. This thing is just absolutely insane, but we had to do it for.
With that being said though, I have the data log, not the data log, the base map that Wedge Performance went ahead and sent me over. I gotta data log this car. I have not driven it yet. I put on a big old single term and I haven't driven it yet, but with that being said, let's go. Alright, I was about to drive the car off. It started misfiring. It is idling weird. I have a couple codes. Alright, I think I solved the issue. Huge shout out to my dog, Wyatt Webster. You guys probably know him. So, you wanna know what the issue is? On MHD, before flashing, I didn't check off single bank fueling, and that's probably what messed it up. And I also forgot to flash 3-port max solenoid control.
Till they caught up in the rapture. I'm so out of line with the phrase game. Let's take a break, been a long day. Hit your line, what you fall through with the light sticks. Maybe help me spark the idea.
Oh my goodness! We on the loose! As I'm thinking to make sure everything's okay and like on the car. I heard a turbine. There's like a wee. What the f? It's like cutting out. Oh, I see some smoke. I see some smoke. So we're gonna do an illegal U-turn right here. Whenever I shift to third, it does that. It's super weird. Oh, the car's barely driving right now. Y'all hear that? It's like shaking. Oh my gosh. Get up the mountain, get up the mountain. Go, go, go. Alright, we're gonna try to do a couple more pulls. It seems to be the fuel cutting out. I don't know why that's happening. It has a brand new high pressure fuel pump, index 12 injectors, and obviously the stage 2.5 fuel pump. That should be good for the amount of horsepower we're pushing. Coolant light. What the heck? What I got a coolant light for? All right, so it's giving me a yellow coolant light. I'm gonna be honest, y'all, I could not catch a break right now. It's cutting out. It doesn't even want to go fast. There's something going on with this car. So after sending about 3 or 4 horrendous data logs to the tuner, he replied to me, get high pressure fuel pump replaced. All right, so taking out the brand new high. But in amazing news, we did receive a package from SpeedTech. Oh, let's go. Massive, massive, massive thank you to SpeedTech. Look at this. Sent me on a turbo guard, a sleeve for the valve cover, and a filter so the turbo doesn't suck up.
So out of line with the phrase game. Just take a break, been a long day. Hit your line, what you fall through with the light sticks. Maybe help me spark the ideas. We got nowhere else to go. It's only up from there. I've been on my own, just running through the field. Say vivid for the ears. I know that's how they like. Yeah, I fantasize. Tell me that it's real when it's all said and done. I said it.
All right, we put everything on. It looks safe. We got the filter, the turbo sleeve, and then the manifold sleeve. This one though, I couldn't really get it in. It's just very, very difficult. The turbo is pretty close to this, so I just kind of stuffed it in there. It did it again there. We're getting into boost and it just breaks up. And now I gotta check engine light. I just misfired from 4 different cylinders. These misfires are insane, bro. So cool.
That's a misfire.
Single turbo the car, it'll be fun. I've changed everything. Please just work normal. Please. Please. You know what? At least let's rev it a little bit. Turns out all we had to do was regap the spark plugs to 0.018 using very special tools. But we did have one faulty spark plug, so we got a brand new one, and here we go. Over 2 weeks of non-stop issues comes down of this very moment. Here we go. I pray that I was really able to show what I've gone through with this car, mentally, physically, emotionally. So I'm really praying right now that we can get a good data log and that it doesn't misfire, because it's been a lot. It's been a lot. Third gear, full. It's not misfiring. I'm gonna be honest, I truly wanted to give up. Non-stop silly issues, some being my fault, some being the car just being old. But we kept going, we didn't give up, and here we are. Now we're gonna send over the logs to the tuner. I hope it did. Imagine you can hear people scream through the logs. I think I was louder than the car. So finally, trouble after trouble after trouble, we never gave up, and we're here. How much power is the 335i actually making? I hate data logging. It's probably the worst thing on earth. First time doing it, and it's taking forever. But you guys need a video. I'm just so hyped to listen to this car from the outside, do some 0 to 60s, and just test out how quick it is. And of course, is it faster than a Mustang? We gotta ask Cristobal. Oh, it's actually a different animal. A different animal. Now you gotta say, are we faster than a Mustang?
I've never been in a Mustang, but it's faster than a Mustang.
We're gonna go with yes. The thing though is that since we're on the base map, the car's super laggy, right? Like you gotta wait for it to like actually build up. So I don't think a 0 to 60 is a good idea. It's gonna be hella slow. But we're gonna go from a standstill.
Dude, that sounds amazing. Oh my God.
That's so sick.
Dude, if this thing picks it up,
I know,
like
I hope the camera picks it up. right, time for me to hear this car for the first time from the outside.
A single turbo 335 die.
With red interior, goddamn. Yo, that sounds so crazy. Oh my god. Also, I didn't put back my LCI taillights, or I didn't put them on, so I apologize for that. So sick!
Dude, it feels crazy. Like it starts to build up and oh my god.
So sick.
Hit your line with you fall through with the light sticks. Maybe help me spark the ideas. We got nowhere else to go. So
But how does the turbo go?
Running in a pound.
It gets worse every time I hear it.
we up from there. I've been on my own, just running through the fields. Say vivid for the ears. I know this.
Let me say something. I've been doing this for like 6-7 years. I've been on a grind. I never looked at numbers, nothing. Video flops, I kept going. Videos did good, I kept going. Invested everything into this YouTube channel. I had to go through the craziest things back then to even come up with videos. Even if I didn't have any content to film, I still filmed and put out some content. All this to say, they didn't believe in a kid from Cuba living in a small town. Well, you know who did?
Sorry, could you say that again?
I got you, sir. God did.
They like, yeah, I fantasize. Tell me that it's real when it's all said and done. I said it how I feel it. I let it